Hang on. Don't start talking. I need to do the headphones. I'm doing the headphones. Hang on. Don't start without me. I'm here.
You
I'm here. Okay.
doing the headphones? Who are you, like Strom Thurmond?
Speak into the machine, please. Speak into the machine.
I saw you today.
Did you see me being an asshole? Because I was not the biggest fan of me today.
Are you kidding? No. When I saw you, there was a whole group watching you and cheering you on.
Seriously?
Well, not a huge group. I'm not saying that you're the center of the Black Lives Matter movement.
Man can dream, can't he?
But I looked over and I waved at you just as you were turning towards someone else who was saying something. And
oh, counter protest. One of them got under my skin.
Yeah, well, that's what we were watching. And wait till you see the pictures I got.
Of me?
Yeah.
I like pictures of me.
I know you do. And when you see these, you were going to understand why a crowd was forming, because we couldn't hear anything either of you was saying. It was an amazingly cool visual.
Okay.
It looked like you had just staked out a position between that super crazy dude and the woman with the braids.
Wasn't aware of a woman with the braids.
African-American woman, like probably college age-ish.
No idea. One guy shouted, "Kill the niggers, rape the Jews," right
Jesus
next to
fuck,
me.
man.
And I turned. I didn't think about it. Like, I wasn't going after him. It was just so over the top, weirdly offensive that I turned to say, what do you even do? What are you protesting for at this point?
Right.
And we made eye contact, and then he just kind of went off. I didn't know what to do. I froze watching his stupid bigot lips flap around in ultra slow motion.
Goes with his brain pattern. Slow.
That's right. Anyway, I'm standing, he's screaming. He was screaming in my face, threatening me. I wanted to try to talk him down, or I thought of witty things afterwards that I might have said. I wanted to argue with him. I could see the spittle.
Oh God.
Out of his mouth on his plosive. So I just kept my mouth closed, breathed through my nose, and hoped my mask gave me some modicum of protection from COVID or rabies or stupidity or whatever.
Oh God. The spittle thing, I would have freaked out in his maskless asshole face.
That's what I did. Only I did it all inside, cleverly, where he couldn't see it and sense fear.
You screamed inside your heart.
I screamed inside my heart.
I have to tell you, it looked fantastic. The whole moment that I captured. It's like the photos are like, oh shit. What is the Charlie Chaplin movie? The still from the one where he gets off a boat and I think the cops are chasing him.
Wait, what?
I don't remember which movie it is, but I know he's the tramp in it, and I think he's like an immigrant or something. And
well, wait. I'm sorry. See, I had something going in my head where I had felt cowardly and stupid, but now I thought maybe at least it looked, I don't know, brave and heroic, but big muscly guy spewing invectives at me just standing there, stoic.
Oh yeah, exactly that. Except that Daniel,
why?
You were wearing that mask I got you. The soft sculptured puppy mask.
Yeah, I know what mask you gave me, of course.
So, I mean, yes, the big muscly ragey guy was screaming venom into the face of this fanciful, might I even suggest whimsical puppy guy who just kept looking at him with the cloth tongue sticking out, the big goofy puppy grin post on his face, protecting a tiny black woman in braids.
I am so much less cool than I imagined myself.
No. At the same time, so much more cool, though. Much more cool.
Thank you for that.
I mean,
but I went home right after. I get all puffed up with anger and self-loathing. I was doing all the shoulda said's on the drive home. I was wanting to fight and knowing it's not something I know how to do. Ugh.
God, boys are so weird.
Yes, that was my point.
You get all testosterone-y and
New from Chef Boyardee.
in the photographs, you are the very essence of surreal calm, panting happily, gazing upward, friendly, stalwart in the face of rage, protective of the innocent and oppressed. Protester's
Or in
best
reality,
friend.
just paralyzed with cowardice.
Oh, Daniel, you had one assignment. What did I tell you?
Stay away from viruses and Nazis.
And what did you do?
Got spit on by a virulent Nazi.
Kids today.
Mom said it's good that I'm out at the marches because, and I am quoting here, the Schwarzes are good people. They have long memories.
Did she do the performative Yiddish accent so we would know she didn't mean Schwarzes in a racist way?
Yeah, performative Yiddish accent, nice. And yes, all the way down to the glottal R in memories.
Memories. I had a really weird thing happen to me today
At the
too.
protest?
Yes, I was leaving.
What time?
Like almost 5. Because, there was that general awareness they were going to call it at 5, and we didn't want to give the cops a huge target to find when they got there. So
I was out by 20 of. I didn't want to have any.
Yeah. So I'm off on my own. I'm walking in my car. I've got the keys Wolverine between my fingers and the car fob and the alarm in my palm. And then I reach up with my free hand to kind of pull my mask down and get a breath.
I do it the second I feel like I'm likely to be in uncontaminated space.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, it's all guesswork and blind luck at this point anyway, right? But
I
yes.
interrupted you. Or that was the most boring story you've ever told.
I am a professional, goddammit. I'm just ramping up, Daniel.
Sorry,
I am ramping.
You ramp, baby.
Yes. And so I'm just looking around to make sure there's nobody around me so I can take a breath and 6 feet and all that stuff. And I see this motorcycle cop waiting on his bike between these 2 buildings, right, in this narrow kind of alleyway. And he's got a droopy gray mustache, older cop, like your age kind of.
Hey.
And oh, come on. I didn't say elderly. There's probably not any elderly motorcycle cops. That would be a safety hazard. But anyway, so he's just sitting there alone in the alleyway waiting to hear if he has to, go beat up protesters. But I noticed that he's sad. And then I start realizing that I don't know if he's sad because he might have to go and beat up the protesters, or if he's sad because he's realizing we're all dispersing and he might not get to beat up the protesters. Also, it's not actually an alleyway, it's more of a walkway, just, so he's really like just crammed between these 2 buildings, on his bike, just waiting, and he's just sad.
That is so sort of lovely as just image.
But for a second, I was going to just breeze right past him. And obviously you don't want other protesters to think you're on the side of the cops, right?
Sure, fuck the police.
Yeah, but then I started thinking that message in that moment seemed counter to the whole empathic message of the White Alliance. Because once we are aware of the other person's experience, no matter how long it took us to arrive at that place, we can't unwoke ourselves.
Even if it's a cop.
Even if it's a cop. Yeah. So I said, "You doing okay?"
Well done.
I felt good about it.
Did he say anything?
He just tilted his head to the side and quizzically, and then just gave me sort of the world's smallest nod.
Ah, the inscrutable cop nod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it felt it really did. It felt like a moment of truth, of real human connection in the middle of this whole dumpster fire, pandemic, fear, social uprising, cataclysmic disaster of sloppy sweeps week writing.
There's nothing on the news at all again. All Corona, all the time.
Daniel, what if nothing ever changes?
You know what I can promise you?
What?
Things will always change. I can promise you things will change.
Okay, we'll see, but now it sounds sort of like ominous and creepy when you say it like that.
I was going for ominous and creepy. I have been working on my ominous. Oh, wait, no, I've been working on an omnibus. Been working on an omnibus, yeah.
Oh my God, you just sometimes say whatever has the rhythm of a joke, don't you?
Yeah, there was one earlier. I was once sent to the principal's office for suggesting that an ad hominem attack was an attack that sounded just like a different attack but had a different meaning.
Okay.
Check the that was the one I did earlier.
Yes, it was. Hey, look, I gotta go. I've been writing my ass off and I'm sort of in a hurry. But do you have any new jokes you want to run before we go?
No, I'm good. I got a bunch, but we don't need to do them.
Sure.
First 3 episodes of your next season are in your email with my punch-up suggestions highlighted. The sequence in front of the roadside attraction sign is hilarious.
See the giant snakes pet the baby rabbits?
I don't think I'm dying. Are you dying?
I don't think I'm dying.
Neither succumb to viruses nor surrender to Nazis.
I don't like it.
Right. I'll give it another pass. We can discuss tomorrow.
Okay, go away.
Go away.